Okay, we are going to spend a little bit of time talking about classroom expectations. Now, I want to preface this with every teacher is different, and they are going to have individual expectations in their classroom that you are going to have to follow. But there are just some general expectations in every classroom here at Hiawatha. Now, I know you are in grades 6 through 12, right? But these are the expectations we expect from you if you were in a third grade classroom, if you were in a 12th grade classroom, if you were in a first grade classroom. These are some basics. So let's start. I'm going to tell it in memes. So if you think for 1 second that your teachers don't pay attention to who just asked to go to the restroom, and then you asked to go to the restroom, they sure do. And now with our digital hall pass system, they can even see who's out in the hallway. So I would just encourage you to probably not try to follow your friends into the bathroom. At some point, we're going to catch on to it. Whether it's that day or the next day or the day after that, I don't know, but usually we catch on fairly quickly. Do not underestimate your teachers. They are smart people. This one, pay attention with your face. How do we know if you're paying attention in a classroom? Well, it's really simple. There's eye contact. You're facing the person who's speaking. You are sitting upright instead of like slouched in your hood, hiding in your sweatshirt. Your devices are where they're supposed to be. And you are generally following the person who's speaking. We know when you're paying attention because you look like you're paying attention. So just pay attention with your face. Oftentimes paying attention doesn't require a whole lot physically, more than that. But we will know if you're paying attention and if you're not. Now, if you're hiding in a hood or you're turned around and facing a neighbor, and we ask you to correct your behavior, this is why. We want you to pay attention to what we're saying. So pay attention with your face. No matter what classroom you're in, those are general rules. This one kind of made me laugh because sometimes our lockers or folders turn into like I'm not sure if I'm actually cleaning or if I'm just organizing a big mess. This is just a reminder to keep your locker clean, keep your folders organized. The beginning of a school year is a fresh start. So you get to do and organize as you want to. So go through it every night. If you do it every night, it's simple. It stays clean and organized. You can find things in class the next day. That feels really good. When your locker's clean, it feels good. It's just like when you clean your room at home or your bathroom. It's good to be in a space that is clean and organized. Also, I don't want you to get ants or mice in your locker. And that will happen if you have open food in there. So at a minimum, please get rid of the food you have in your locker every single day. This meme is an old classic. But when your teacher makes a face at you because you ask what to do, like right after they just got done describing what was happening in the room, just don't be surprised. So the expectation is that you are listening when your teacher's talking so you know what the next step is. And finally, we expect you to be respectful of everyone in the classroom. Miss Chapman and I will always tell you we do not expect you to be best friends with everybody. We don't need that. But we do expect you to respect the space that every single person here takes. And that is going to start in the classroom. It's going to be in the hallways. It's going to be in all of your interactions. There are times when you are going to have to work with someone you don't particularly like, or you have to walk in the hallway next to them, or you're paired up in a group with them. That's okay. No one's asking you to hang out afterwards. We're asking you to get a task completed. And so respect for everyone is a culture that we're shooting for here. We want this to be a place that you want to be. and that we want to be. And so this is just part of life. All right, classroom expectations. This is one that just makes me laugh because they're, when teachers are like, okay, I'm going to wait. And there's always like that one person that's blowing it for everybody else. But that kind of goes along with the respect part, right? When your teacher's talking, when another student is presenting or has a question, your job is to stop talking and listen to that teacher. That's in every single classroom across the board. It doesn't matter if you're in a first grade room, in a second grade room, in a sixth grade room, doesn't matter. I just don't know why this is so hard. But I don't know if you can see it. It's like two hamsters just play fighting. In the hallways, I see so many people touch each other. Now, I try to think of my day, right, as an adult. And the only time I'm not touched at work at all. And the only time that I'm touched at home is like I give my kids a hug goodbye or, a hug goodnight before they go to sleep. I just don't know why we have a desire to have our hands on people. But here at school in particular, we are not touching each other. I just can't think of a reason why we do it. So hands to yourself, please, in every classroom, in every hallway. There is just no reason that we are touching each other. And that is the end of our classroom expectations. Again, individual teachers are going to have individual policies in their classroom that you are expected to follow. But these are ones that are just across the board in every room, no matter where you are. In my junior high and high school, you remember that you are leaders in this school. So the little kids are looking at you in the mornings. They're seeing how you behave at games after school. And they are using that as an example of what we should behave like. So even if you don't think anyone's paying attention, there always are kids here. That's one of the great things about Hiawatha is we're K through 12, right? So we have little people and big people in this building all the time. And you are a leader, so behave that way. We are always striving to lead by example. All right.